Morning, guys. On Proverbs 28, reading from verse 1 to 8. The wicked flee when no one is pursuing, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. Why are the righteous as bold as a lion? Because they've got nothing to hide. The wicked are always trying to get out of it, trying to hide from justice. People they might have stolen from, they've got enemies, they're always hiding. Whereas the righteous, there's nothing to hide. Verse 2, by the transgression of a land many are its princes, but a man of understanding and knowledge, so it endures. So when there's an evil land, there's always a change of kings, a change of rulerships, a split in rulerships. People rise up against each other, but when there's a strong leader, like David, Solomon, but when Alexander the Great died and the kingdom was split, it was never the same. And so that's basically the proverb is saying that split of power. Verse 3, a poor man who oppresses the lowly is like a driving rain which leaves no food. So every crop needs some rain so the crops can grow, but if it's a driving rain, it washes all the nutrients away or the crops away. It's useless. And so is a poor man who oppresses a very poor people that he's like. That's a tragic thing when we don't learn and we have no compassion, and we've been through that situation, and yet we still treat others in the same way, and we take advantage of someone who's poor when we're poor. Verse 4, for those who forsake the law praise the wicked, but those who keep the law strive with them. And we see that even today. The wicked love it when there's corruption, and they praise it when people that are stealing like them, because first of all they feel good about themselves, and then secondly they can get away with much more stuff when there's no law and order. Verse 6, better is the poor who walks in his integrity than he who is crooked, though he be rich. Better is the poor who walks in his integrity than he who is crooked, though he be rich. And this is a common proverb, that it's always better to have wisdom, integrity, righteousness, rather than riches and power and fame and all the things the world offers. Verse 7, he who keeps the law is a discerning son, but he who is a companion of gluttonous humiliates his father. Again, many proverbs like this just on sons who make their fathers proud, of sons that are righteous and sons that are honoring the law and walking uprightly. But those that are gluttonous and rebellious and drunkards, they bring a disdain on their parents. Verse 8, he who increases his wealth by interest and usury gathers it for him who is gracious to the poor. He who increases his wealth by interest and usury gathers it for him who is gracious to the poor. There's again terrible when we abuse the poor. We take advantage of situations, we charge them more interest. There's many scriptures in Leviticus, Deuteronomy that say we mustn't usury or charge interest. In other words, charge interest specifically for those that are of our family and the children of God and the poor. The poor need to survive, and so we go and we charge them extra interest on top. And so God's always got a heart for the poor, for the lame, for the weak, and so we too need to have a heart for those folk.